on. We'll keep going, and if we have to catch them up, we'll do that. So welcome, first of all. My name is Tony Spelino. I've been teaching this integrated machining program for 27 or 28 years, something like that, a long time. And, manufacturing is alive and well. Our industry has always been kind of busy, and, just sometimes there's been some highs and lows over the year, and people kind of may get afraid, but, there's not been a year when I've had a problem placing students or anything like that. So this is, we've very successful with job placements. Students who do well in here are usually students with good math skills, not saying that it's a must to get in here, but if you like working with your hands, you're a gamer, those kind of things that, may interest you. Everything from like I say, tinkering with things to, messing with programs and computers. The average national compensation money-wise is about $74,000 a year. And if you take, if you're, that versus student loans, which would not be involved in, in this program, that would be a big savings. Most students in here start their job placement around now, second semester. As a matter of fact, I have one student who's on an interview in about 15 minutes today I'm sure at the place that he'll be working, and two other students starting Monday, and two other students who are already working out of my senior class. So we're busy with that. Most continue their education, either getting an apprenticeship, so working on their journeyman person's card, or engineering degrees. A lot of you guys try to base your careers on, or should, what you enjoy doing, a desired quality of life, and financial benefits, right? I mean, if you really boil things down, it's usually what it is. And nobody should just, go to work for fun and not make some money doing it, or struggle through life and trying to earn money. This program kind of sets you up for a pretty good financial future, especially if you like, doing what we do. And when we say integrated machine and engineering, it's really this umbrella term for many different parts of this industry. So we have, students who go on engineering, students who, stay in manufacturing, and just sales. I have a brother who actually sells some machines that we have in the shop, who makes a very good living. And then another brother who's a mechanical engineer who happens to be the teacher next door now. But anyway, we have College Credit Plus. So if you, again, through Owens, we have 10 to 12 semester hours that are given strictly for being in this program, not doing anything over and beyond. Strictly for you coming in here every day and doing what you need to do. You earn those college credits, and they're there for you for anything else in the future. So program is based on a 3-period block for juniors and seniors. So juniors have the first 3 periods in the morning, seniors in the 6th, 7th, and 8th periods. And the reason we do that is because of job placement. And, the seniors, usually after sometime during the 6th period, will go out to work in, of course, the 2nd semester of school. So it works out. I have a lot of former students who work for the big 3 in the machine shops at BP and Toledo Refinery, engineers at First Solar, Whirlpool, and so on. So we, go on and on. And it's really this like big coalition of people in the community who have been through this program. I've had sons and daughters of former students already, some who are in this class this year, and who've done very well for themselves. And again, you know, we do a nice job getting kids, students, I should say, working. I'm gonna bring you out in the shop. I'm gonna try not to make you seasick by walking too much with my computer. So once we get out there, I'll set it down. I've got Samantha Ashley, who's in here. She's actually one of my seniors who starts working on Monday, and she volunteered to stick around today and help answer any questions you guys might have. So I'll get you out there and then set this thing back down, and we'll see. First of all, is there any questions before we even go out there? Okay, let me try to start the move here. All right. Have you guys been in this shop before? Any of you? Okay, so have you, Olivia? You can see all slowly. Of course, you guys got that new file from all the programs. It's got the little 3D thing working. Damn, I just left my mask on, so left my mask in the classroom. So while I go in there and grab it, why don't you talk to these guys and at least tell them, introduce yourself and tell them a little bit about you.
Hi guys, my name is Samantha Ashley. I'm a senior here at Clay High School in the machining program. It's a good program and I really like it. And right now we're doing proto tracks and like mills and stuff. So this is a mill, is what it looks like. You use proto tracks to like program things, and how to use a proto track to program, you're gonna click the program button, and then you go to the beginning. And this one's already programmed, so you're gonna click go to the beginning, and then the event name is gonna be right here on this side. And then for the event one, you're gonna go negative 9.5 to the left because we're making a sign bar right now. So that's how we program this. And then for the next page, you're gonna go the 2 to the Y, which is gonna bring it forward on the Y-axis. And then after that, you do the 2 back to the right. So it's kind of like a quadrant where it goes to the left and to the bottom are negatives, and then to the right and up are positives. And then after that one, you're gonna it's gonna take you back to the beginning. So there's not gonna be an event number 5. In order to actually cut and start the programming, you're gonna click mode, run, start, then you click go. And usually you would set your Z, which is over here on the bottom. You usually move about 10 to 15 thousandths. And then you're gonna, should I start? No? Okay.
But we can start the program.
Okay. And then you're gonna start the machine usually, and then just press go, and it moves by itself.
Thank you. So first of all, since we're both out here, let me mask up, and I'm gonna kind of move the whole thing over here. Okay, so these are, so what Sam just showed you is a Bridgeport or a mill that is like she said, she can program that in 2 axis, right? And this is something that even like juniors will start programming actually relatively soon, and would have done so already, or at least learned about this program by now if it wasn't for the time out of here that we've had. But the more high-tech equipment here is like this Haas. This is where we do some of this kind of neat, more 3D kind of programming. And this is the kind of thing that you would do in the workplace. Now, you wouldn't make anything with football and Channel 24 on that. However, our students do make things like knee replacements and bone screws and hip replacements at one company. tooling for, maybe it's the automotive industry at another company or the glass industry at another company. Everything that you can think of actually has some tooling behind it, and all that stuff is done. It's created somewhat on a computer. It may start out in a model like this. Let me try to clear that another way. And then it's imported into a machine like this, and then we cut it in here. I could start this up and run it, but you're gonna probably not hear me as well. And if you ever want to see this stuff operate, these machines operate, come down here and visit. I'm sure we can mask up and bring you through. But like I said, our goal here is to get you to understand engineering principles, blueprint reading, and how to make things using this equipment. And we have, like I said, I can make you dizzy by walking you through, but you can look at that video that's up and see that we have everything from these really old lathes to brand new high-tech machines in here, and hoping that you get the basic understanding of everything so that when you start working, you're successful. And, like I said, most of the students are and do well. Ask me some questions, please, because like I said, this is all as new to us as it is to you. So generally, you'd be in here and asking questions, but I would love to hear some feedback. What do you, first of all, what is it you guys want to do? What do you think that you may want to do for your future?
Like designing things on the computer and building them in models for like architecture.
Oh, that's perfect. We have a few programs here at Clay, that do that. So we have both. We have this program in ED&D, right? And ED&D is more on the maybe programming side of it, more of the computer software where you're actually doing the 3D, or I should say the CAD modeling. Where here we actually would take that and create and actually make a finished product. We have construction, of course, that would teach you how to build, build something, but out of wood. But as far as like actually doing this and then turn around and going to work, we have a very good, success rate here. So, but any of these programs could teach you how to do that. Thank you, first of all, for the feedback. Anybody else who, the thing, like I said, that maybe separates us besides job placement is really the starting with raw material here. So we start out with, a block of, well, they can't see that, a block of steel or aluminum or whatever the material is. And by the time you're done, you've got a finished part, something that's, working. There's some years we make them, as juniors, they'll even make some working, like a C-clamp that they actually cut their own threads on in the lathe and assemble it. And everything starts out as this, like I say, this raw material that they're sawing off. And by the time they're done, they've fit everything together and made a working part. So, chat. Not letting you talk, but yes, designing. Yeah, like I said, we have the same books in blueprint reading as Owens Technical College. So usually when you're done coming through the senior year, you've taken 2 courses when I say 2 courses, a second year of blueprint reading at Owens Technical College. So it is something we're proud of, and it's not something that you would get at every school that had a program, but probably not going to be the easiest. I would never say it was, this is not a program that you would go in just as a blow-off class for sure. But when you come out of here, you'd be ready for, the workplace and school. I've had plenty of students who've gone through engineering school, and they were quite ready for those programs because of coming through here. Any other questions or anything that I didn't point out or talk about that you'd like answered? All right. Well, if you think of anything later, or you were, maybe too shy to ask in front of other people, please, email me or stop down and say, I just remembered this other thing or whatever it is, and talk to me about it, and we'll make sure it gets answered for you. Okay? All right. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and if you're checking out some other classes, I hope it goes well for you. You're welcome. We'll see you guys later.